Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or indeed if you're new to the channel, welcome along. My name is Andy and I am the Uncommentator, and in this video I'm going to be uncommentating my way through a PlayStation 1 game known as Sky Sports Football Quiz, more specifically playing on the Dream Team mode. Now I suspect that you probably already know that, given the name of the video and the thumbnail. They would have been pretty big giveaways. However, what you may not know is how the game actually works. So the clue is in the title, i.e. it's a quiz, so we're going to be answering questions. But within Dream Team mode, what we're specifically going to be doing is answering questions in order to obtain money, which we'll then use to buy football players. Once we've got enough players to make a full team, so i.e. 11 players, we will then have our team appraised and the team will be given a rating. So essentially what we're trying to do is get the best rated team that we can. So something slightly different, bit of a change of pace. But hopefully plenty of fun to be had along the way. If you don't understand if you haven't seen this before and you don't understand, it'll make more sense when we get into it, so bear with me. Now as you can see and we'll be able to hear, the game is narrated by Kirsty Gallagher, who worked for even Sky at the time. Now one thing I do want to emphasise at this point is that other television network providers are available. So I'll play through it using my In Trouble name. And we've already said we're going to be playing Kirsty, thank you very much. I wonder what happened to Kirsty Gallagher actually. I think she now presents a radio show on Magic FM. I think that's where she is. Of course other radio stations are available.
Here are the categories.
Okay, so this is the Dream Team menu. So there's going to be, basically there's going to be 11 categories, so what we're going to do is pick a category, answer 5 questions within the category. The quicker we answer, the more money we get. At the end of the round, we'll have the amount of money that we've got. We'll then spend that money on a player even, rinse and repeat, and then enough times until we've got all 11 players. Again, it'll make more sense when I start playing. One thing I will say though at this point is the strikers and the midfielders are more expensive than the defenders and the goalkeepers, so it's worth bearing that in mind and sort of taking that into account when selecting the categories. With that being said, we're going to start off with a defender because they are, as I said, they are cheaper to buy, and we'll kick things off with let's go for a right back. So we'll start off with Division 2. Now, feel free to play along at home, and then when you get, or wherever you're watching this video, and then we get to the end, if you leave a comment, let me know how many questions you got right, let me know what you think of my team, etc. With that being said, I won't say what my answers are going to be, because I don't know, if anyone is playing along watching this, I don't want to influence you or sort of give the answer away, so I won't say what I'm answering, but obviously I've got to answer as quick as I can, because I get more money. Anywho, let's get on with it. First question of 55. And I know this one. Well, I think I do. Yes, I do. And that's plenty. That's a good start. Plenty of money. I was going to say I think I do because Wigan Athletic are also called the Latics, I believe. But I don't know if they may not have been in Division 2 at the time this game came out. But I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter because we got it right. So perfect start. Another one that I know. And I don't quite... Why is that worth so much money? I don't quite understand why. There must be a reason, but... which I'm sure somebody can tell me, but how come at the end of the season 3 teams are relegated from the Premier League, 3 teams are relegated from the Championship, but 4 teams are relegated from League 1, and 2 teams are relegated from League 2? I really don't quite understand that. Also, just to be clear, if anyone that doesn't know, what's Division 2 is now League 1. So when it says Division 2 on here, it's referring to what we now know as League 1. In case anyone didn't know that. Who finished bottom? I think it was those, if I remember correctly. The reason why... That was a little bit of a guess, but I was fairly confident. The reason why I know that one is I used to play Championship Manager 0102, 2001 or 102. I used to... I've kind of played them ad nauseum, those 2 games, so... I'm fairly familiar with... football around this time. Because, like for example this question, looking at those options, I mean I think the clue was put in the picture. I think that's I think that's Rotherham in the white shirt. But on Championship Manager 102, Wrexham, Notts County and Peterborough are still in Division 2, whereas Rotherham are in Division 1. So looking at that, it had to be Rotherham, for example. So that's why I was fairly confident there. £30 million. Have I got one more question? Yes, I have. Good. Didn't play in Division 2. I know that one as well. Once again, from Championship Manager, thank you very much. So a misspent youth. 36 million, what a great start that is. It's worth also emphasising at this point that not all the categories are worth the same amount of money. So that can be a bit of a problem. But not right now, because that was pretty much a perfect start. Right. So I'll just explain this now, so it's the last time I ever do. Now, the names of these players are largely irrelevant. It's really the values that we're interested in. So by that I mean, you may think that Stephen Carr is a better right-back than Vegard Hegem, but to get a better team rating, you have to buy Vegard Hegem. So the names are largely irrelevant, really. It's all about the actual value. But I'm going to get, well, given how much money we've got, I think I might as well get the best one. So that'll be Gary Neville. So obviously, the more money we spend, the better rating. 25 million spare. So any money we don't spend in a round gets carried forward. So again, you've kind of got to think about that when you're picking your category order. Right, given how much extra money I've got in the bank, I'm going to go and get a striker, I think. So we'll go for... Let's go Italian football. Let's go for that one. So hopefully it's pretty clear. I think it's anyone that's not familiar with this game, or this mode at least. Hopefully it's fairly self-explanatory. The only thing I haven't quite explained yet is the cards, but I'll get round to that eventually. Once we've answered some questions about Italian football. So let's do that. Go Lazio. Right, I don't know this one, despite the fact it being... let's have a guess. Despite the fact it being in and around the... Oh, there we go, got it right. In and around the time I used to play those Champ Manager games. And I did do a few games in it. I was never Roma, though. I did a game as Inter Milan. I remember. Can't remember what else I was. Anyway, let's move on. We got that one right. I should know this one. I don't think this will be a lot of money, though. No, it isn't. So you can see the money counting down in the bottom left corner. Despite the fact we answered that one pretty quick, only got less than £1 million. Because we've got all that money left over, isn't it? Right. I don't know. I'm going to go for them. Yeah, I knew it was either... Well, I knew it wasn't Parma. I was thinking it's either Vicenza or Bari. I was going to go for Bari as well. That's annoying. So first answer wrong, so I don't know everything. I do know this one, though. This is more of a geography question than a football question. Of course, Corsica, a French island. Ajaccio play in Corsica. Malta, a country, and Sicily, another part of... I think Palermo play on Sicily, but I may be wrong. But yeah, I did know that one. Which is pretty cool to play away games at Calio and to go across to to Sardinia to play. Ooh, it's one of two. It must be them then, because it's... Yeah, I think they beat Lazio in the final. I was thinking it's either Inter or Lazio, or possibly Parma. When only Inter came up, wasn't 100% sure, which is why I didn't go for it straight away. But yeah, so not too bad. 11 million, could have got a bit more there really, but I wasn't 100% sure of some of the answers. So we can get a centre forward, and given the fact that I can never usually afford him when I play this game, although it's several years since I last played this, I have to say, got to get Mr. Vavavoom, haven't you? For me, the greatest ever Premier League player, depending on your criteria for that moniker. That's who I'd give it to for what it's worth. So that's a pretty good start. 11 million left over, so we've still got a little bit left over. I'm really tempted here to go for a midfielder where we've got some money left over, but I won't. I'll go for another defender, I think. I like World Cup, so let's go for World Cup facts, and hopefully we can get some money spare here. But you see the price difference there. Gary Neville was 11 million and Henry was 25, so that just kind of emphasises what we're saying about the price differences. I will explain the cards eventually when I get a chance, but I'm just on a little bit of a roll at the minute. Okay, I do know this one. So you can see there the money in the bottom left corner. Now, because I've answered quickly, the money's in red. Now, if I'd got that question wrong, I would have got a red card, which would have meant then I missed the next question. So it's quite a good little feature, that, because it stops you basically just jumping in and guessing straight away on each question. You've actually got to... well, you don't have to, but really you're best off answering straight away if you're 100% sure, like I was there. Still the lit team to have played in everyone. Right, I know this one, but that's not actually true. That's a fallacy, I think. Actually, it's just kind of a almost Chinese whisper that's been passed down. I think they actually, I don't know why they withdrew, but it wasn't just because of their feed. It was for something else, but I can't remember what it was. Because they played in not in bare feet before the World Cup, so I don't think that's actually true. But anyway, that's the story as it goes. That's the long believed story. Oh, who's got to work that one out? I have absolutely no idea, so we'll let the money run down. Oh, there we go. That was it. That was a guess. I'm trying to think of I was trying to think of like goals per tournament, adding it up, but there was very little chance to do that. Yeah, that was a total guess. So you may have seen there the money counting down in the bottom left corner. After red, the money goes yellow. If you answer the question while it's yellow and you get it wrong, you get a yellow card, and if you do that again later on at any point, you get a second yellow card, which turns into a red. And once again, you miss the next question. Also, if you're on a yellow card and you get an answer wrong on red, your yellow card gets wiped away. So that's the card. I think I've finally explained it. Yep, I know that one. Franz Beckenbauer did also do that, though, so I just have to be a little bit careful there. But Zagallo was the first one. I think he won it in 50... I think it was 58 as a player, 70 as a manager. Beckenbauer 74 and 90. Didier Deschamps has done that since, of course. We're the only three men to do that. Is there one more question? Okay. Well, it must be... Yeah. Should have waited a little bit longer there, but yeah. It's strange that one though, because there's never been a recorded incident of any controversy involving that human being, so I'm a little bit surprised about that. Other than that one, obviously, he's never been. Other than that statement, he's never been involved in any controversy whatsoever. That guy, so unusual. Anywho, so we might as well continue the theme of buying the best player, because we've still got decent money left over even after we buy Ashley Cole. So let's do just that. So he joins Gary Neville and Thierry Henry in our team. So it's looking pretty good at the minute. Well, should be on for a good rating. Right, we'll go back to the midfield. And we'll go for... Let's go for Yorkshire clubs. Why not? Because we've got about 10 million left over, so we should be able to get a decent midfielder here, even if we don't exactly smash these questions. Hopefully you're doing okay at home, like I said earlier, or wherever you're watching this video. Like I said earlier, I'm not saying my answers because I don't want to influence people or spoil it. So yeah, hopefully you are playing along. Let's see how we do here then. Well, believe it or not, well, I don't know that anyway, but that's where I'm from. that's my local team. So yeah, you Reds, as they say. And I'm glad that was worth a lot of money. That was a nice start. 4 more of those will do me.
The correct answer was A.
Knew that one as well. York. I don't think I've ever been. Oh yeah, I have been York on management games. 102 as well, actually. The old chap manager I was talking about. Other football management games are available, of course. But yeah, this game came out when I was really sort of. This is when I was really into football. I mean, I'm still kind of follow it, obviously, but I was really into football around this time. So this was right up my street when this game came out. Kind of, I'd say 98 to 2008. I was really, I had all the sticker books, I had all the management games, all the, other simulator, all the all the other games for the PlayStation, etc. So this was right up my street when this game came out. Ooh, that's a good question. Which one is it now? I can't remember. That's annoying. I think it's him. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was him or Howard Wilkinson. But I think if that question had been worth more money, I'd have gone for it a bit sooner. Harry and Barry never managed Leeds, to the best of my knowledge. Is that 3 questions? Well, he must have been them. Is that the last one? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously I still follow football now, but not as religiously as I used to. I've kind of, don't say fell out of love with it, but it's just not the same. I don't know if it's because I've got a bit older. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's just buy a player. So we'll keep the theme up of buying the most expensive player, because we're still in a nice privileged position to be able to do that, although our spare money is dwindling slightly. So we'll get Golden Balls himself, told Bex, and that is a decent little team so far. And we've still got 7 million left over. Right, we'll go back to the defence, I think. So let's go England, because I'd like to think that I'll know these. Given the fact I'm English, these should be questions right up my street. I think the Gary Lineker questions could be worth a lot of money. That also means they might be quite tough. Guess we'll find out. We get there. Might be Gary Lineker question here. Yes, I can. Ooh, that was worth more than I thought. Not that I'm complaining. Always gets ragged on for that second Maradona goal. Was it the second one? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? A little bit harsh, I think. Oh, okay, I have absolutely no idea. I don't think they did great. But I don't want to... okay, only one. Only Juan. Didn't really get a card there, so yeah, that's why I didn't go for it sooner. And I didn't know the answer. That's the reason why I let the money run down. Third division. I'm assuming it's him, but I'll go for it in yellow. Yeah. Wasn't 100% sure, but I thought it was worth the risk, given how much money it was worth. Don't think Fashion did play for England, actually. Don't know who the two are, to be honest with you. I'm going to risk this one. Ooh, that was bad. That was bad. So I've got on a red. I thought you got a hat trick. So I've got a red card now, which means I'm going to miss the next question, which no doubt I'll know the answer to, and will no doubt be worth a lot of money. And I'm totally wrong because it's not worth that much. It's not worth that much money. I think I know it is, but it's not worth as much money as I thought it was going to be. Jumped in there with the Lineker one. I thought it was worth it because it was worth a lot of money. It was would have been about 7 million if I got it right. So I thought it was worth it, and we've done okay there. 9 million collected, added to what we had left over, so not done too bad. So let's get a centre half to go into our team. Okay, let's save a bit of money then, and let's go Tony Adams. Why not? Speaking of England, so all England international defence at the minute. So if we can get Sol Campbell, or doesn't have to be Sol Campbell, could be John Terry, somebody else, to finish the back four off. That would be good. Not that I'm intentionally focusing on England players. Okay, so 4 million left over, so that's not a hell of a lot. Gonna go for... Well, given the fact we haven't got much money left over, I'm gonna go for... Let's get a goalkeeper then. Let's go for Gary Lineker. I've said I do like the look of these categories. I'm hoping I'll be okay here. But we shall see. The World Cup one could go either way. I do like a World Cup. However jaded I become about football, I always like a World Cup. I do know that one. Of course, they'll manage. I think they'll... No, did Tosh Toshak managed Real Madrid, I think. The other three all managed Barcelona, though. But it was El Tel that signed him. Now, I do know this one as well. Especially from those options. Yeah, he saved. Yeah, he also he's the only goalkeeper to save a penalty from Matt Letizia, I think, as well. I think it's him. So two decent little decent little bits of trivia there. Two decent stuff for Mark Cross to hang his hat on. Also, Matt Cross. I think Matt Cross is from Barnsley actually, so he's from my neck of the woods, as you could say. I was hoping that would be worth a bit more money, but I'm not surprised that it wasn't. I do know this one as well. And again, I was hoping that would be worth a bit more, but I think he's named after Winston Churchill, not the dog off the insurance advert. Right. Well, I'm assuming it's that's in his hand, but I don't know what it is. I know what it's not, though. Let's go for that.
The correct answer was C.
Yeah, I knew it was either that or the Intertoto. I should have gone for that sooner, actually. I should have gambled there and gone for it in yellow. Because I wouldn't call the Intertoto Cup a major trophy. I knew it wasn't the Champions League, which is the European Cup, and I knew it wasn't the UEFA Cup. Yeah, I should have gone for that a bit sooner. Could have got a bit more money there. Oh, well.
For your team.
Right, so once again, we could get the most expensive goalkeeper, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save a little bit more money, because I want to make sure I get a decent midfield. So I'm going to go for... Let's go for the Great Dane.
See which players you bought.
Why not? Just so we're not totally... not keeping up the England theme. I could have gone for David Seaman there, actually, just to keep the England theme going. We'll mix it up a little bit. We'll go for Schmeichel. So 12 million left over.
You need to pick a category.
And I'm going to go for... Let's go Premier Goalies. I just hope there's not a lot of pixelated ones here. You sometimes get... don't think we've had one yet. You sometimes get pixelated pictures, and you've just got to say who it is, and it's virtually impossible to get a lot of money on it. So I'm really hoping that's not one of these. Otherwise, we may have a spot of bother. What was I saying? We could be in trouble here because it's going to be 5 of these, I think. And if it is, I may have to take a gamble here. Yeah, I'm going to take a risk.
Correct answer was
And I've,
poor effort, and you're shown the yellow card.
and I've messed up. I thought given the money it was worth it. Please don't be 5 of these. That is quite this is bad. Well, it's not worth anything, so I'm not going to risk it. Yep, okay.
Correct answer.
So we're just going to have to...
Spot on.
we're just going to have to... just try and nick as much money as we can here. I think I might know what this is, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
The correct answer was D.
I recognise the kit there. That's how I got that one. So a little bit of money. This is a little bit irritating though, this, because like, how are you supposed to? Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? How are you supposed to? How are you supposed to get a lot of money on this round? This is what I was saying about. It's a little bit annoying this actually that this has come up. You know, 5 of these. It's not right really. No, it's not worth anything, so I might as well wait. I think I know what it is though, but I will wait because I'm not totally sure, and I would have been wrong if I'd gone for it sooner. So I'm glad I waited now.
You're right.
So I've only got 6 million there, even if I'd got the earlier one right.
Player 1. You need to select a central midfield player.
Right. I'm really tempted here to buy Roy Keane, and I know it means we'll have no money left over, but I'm tempted to risk it. You know what? I'm going to risk it. Let's go for Roy Keane. Why not?
Here's a list of your
Yes, I'm
favorite
sure.
players.
So, Roy Keane joins the ranks of this star-studded team, if I do say so myself, although we've now run out of spare money, so we are going to have to get these answers right. Okay, let's go for, well, as they're cheaper, as I've said, let's go for, shall I go European players? But that, again, that might be another 5 of those who's that, which I really hope it isn't, because that really will screw us over. Okay, let's go League Cup.
In order to buy a centre-back. The category is
We really need money here.
League Cup.
Took a real risk buying Roy Keane, but let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh my goodness me. Let's risk it.
The correct answer was A.
Oh, that was a gamble. I knew it wasn't Villa, and I was fairly certain it wasn't Man City, so it was just between Norwich and Stoke. I really should know if it was Man City or not. No, I was confident it wasn't Man City. It definitely wasn't Villa. I knew that. Oh my goodness me. You see, this really is one that. This is one where if you know the answers, to these, you can really rack the money up. Like yellow cards looming as well. Oh my god. I don't know. I think it's them.
The correct answer was A.
Okay. I knew they beat them in the they beat them in the FA Cup final in '97, didn't they? So I didn't realise it was the that's why I didn't go for it, because I thought that option was there because of the FA Cup final that they won. I think it was '97, wasn't it? Di Matteo scored after like a minute, whatever it was. It was the fastest final goal at the time, which has since been beaten by Louis Saha. I'm going to risk this one.
The correct answer was A.
Out of those options, I felt like it had to be them. So I managed to rack up a bit of money. Oh, got another question left. Yeah, I thought that was all 5. Don't know this one. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to wait because I don't want to. Absolutely no idea.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to risk missing the next question. I can't even say it.
Now need to buy
Okay, so not done too bad. Fortunately, going to be a slight downgrade on the players that we've had up to this point. I do want to save a bit of money just in case. We've still got a central midfielder and a left winger to buy. A real left winger for love. Right then, centre back. I'm tempted to go for Gareth Barry just because he's left-footed and it's a left-sided centre back, but not they get extra points for that. But you know what? Screw it. Let's go Gareth Barry. Started out as centre back before becoming more known as a midfielder. Sort of played. Was he? Who cares? Doesn't really matter. I think he played left back, centre back. But again, like I said, who cares? Yeah, we'll go Gareth Barry. Why not? So we're an all-English back 4, a Danish goalkeeper, an Englishman, an Irishman, not a Scotsman, sadly, in midfield, and a Frenchman in attack. We've got 3 players left. I thought it was only 2, but I was wrong. 5 million left over. Well, I'm regretting buying Roy Keane now. Okay, let's go for a left winger.
the next position we're playing for is
Why not? I'm just hoping this isn't 5 of those pixelated pictures.
European players.
But I guess we're going to find out. Well, the first one isn't, at least. And he was, yep, an all-time great from Hungary. Was Ferenc Puskas's strike partner. I was looking at the picture there thinking, that's not Sandor Kocic. A little bit of... Any pictures of him would be in black and white, I think. Ooh. Don't know this one. I'm not risking it, though, because I don't want to miss a question on this round. I don't want to miss a question at all, to be honest, but...
Correct answer was A.
Yeah, I thought it would be 16 or 17, but... Wasn't sure. Shame, really. That would have been decent money if I'd known that one. Ooh, that's a good question. Again, I'd risk this in yellow, but...
The correct answer was D.
Yeah, I thought it said 3 times or twice. I wasn't 100% sure there. Karl Heinz. This is going well, isn't it? Still 2 more to go. We can still get some money here. Please know these 2. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's go for them.
The correct answer was B.
Yeah, I was going to go for Vicenza. The only one I thought it wasn't was Torino. Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Good job we got that money left over. That must be those, surely. Yeah. A few more quid in the coffers. Like I said, though, it had to be. Out of all those, it had to be, didn't it? Shame that wasn't worth more money, but it wasn't that difficult, I suppose. Right, so 11 million. So once again, I need to save a little bit, but not too much, because I don't want the team rating to suffer. So let's go for... well, what have we got in midfield? Englishman, Irishman. We need a Scotsman, don't we? Is there a Scotsman on there that's reasonably priced? There's players that play in Scotland. Robbie Nielsen's Scottish, but he's not reasonably priced. He will damage the... No, there isn't, is there? That's a shame. There's another Irishman in Kevin Cupboard. Let's go Gary Speed. He wasn't really left winger, but he was left-footed, so I think he could do a job for us. Godspeed, Gary Speed. Comes into the side. So a Gareth and a Gary, and the last two... well, I've got two Garys now in the team. That name's supposed to be obsolete now, isn't it? I heard someone on the radio say... this is totally irrelevant, but I heard someone on the radio say... last year, I think it was... there's no one in England called Gary under the age of 40, which is totally wrong because Gary Cahill's not 40. So I don't know where he got that from. And also, I used to work with somebody called Gary. He's the same age as me, and I'm my age basically. But yeah, so get your facts straight next time. It was actually the Kaiser Chiefs singer Ricky Wilson, I think, that said that. It was the person on the radio. So get your facts straight, Ricky. Other bands are available. Right. So two categories left. I'm going to go for things that World Cup one could go either way. As could 0102, to be fair. I'm going to go... let's go 0102. Let's risk that one. What will be slightly irritating is if I get to the end and I'm way over, I've got way more money left than I can spend, but I somehow suspect that won't happen. Let's see though. 0102. I thought this game was based on the 0001 season, so I'm surprised this category's in. Okay, now for some reason I know this, and I don't know why. I'm not a Millwall fan. I think that's a safe statement. I'm also not a Norwich fan, but I do know that one. Don't know why. So that's a good start. Ooh, I should know that one. For some reason I don't.
The correct answer was B.
Once you got that, that would have been I think out of all those, that would have been the last one I'd have gone for. Yeah, I wonder if that was in... Who was it? No, I wouldn't have got that one at all. Don't remember that at all. Okay, which place? Well, there's one obvious one, but I'm not. Given how much money it's worth, I might as well wait. Actually, no. Let's go for him. Yeah. I was going to go for Owen, but then Fowler. Fowler was sold not long after that. I think he went to sold to Leeds. So yeah, I think that's why I went for that. Anywho, we got it right. It wasn't, given the money, it wasn't worth risking. I think I know this one as well. I should know that one. Not worth as much as I thought, though. So we've got that yellow card looming. I think we've got one more question left. Now, I definitely know this one. But I was hoping that would be worth a bit more money. Why are the letters? Why are the numbers written in letters? Why is it not just digits? Or why not just use the digits? Like in the question, it doesn't say 2001 written, TWO. TH, so that's just a bit stupid. I don't know why they doesn't use numbers. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So we need to buy a number 10 to join. Can we get a Scotsman here? Oh, we could do. We could get Barry Ferguson. Then we would have an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman in midfield, and a Welshman as well. So we'd have all facets of the British Isles represented. I'm really tempted to do that actually, just for that reason. We could have Neil Lennon, then we'd have a Northern Irishman and a Republic of Irishman. In there, we've got a Bulgarian as well. I do like the fact that there's the Scottish Premier League players, and as well as the English ones. Just adds a little bit to it. If I had a little bit more money, I'd get Lampard. I'm just concerned about that last round, that World Cup 74, because it really could go either way, that one. Whereas if I get Letizia, how much money would I have left over? That would be 3.4 million. Lampard, it could be 1.5, so it's just not quite enough. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go Letizia. Yeah, I'm gonna go Letizia. I'll save a bit of money just in case the last round doesn't go according to plan. Yes, I'm sure. So Matt Letizia was born on the island of Jersey. If anyone cares about that, I do. Very English-centric, this one. Okay, so just a number 9 left. We've got 3.4 million. I think we need, to get the most expensive, we'll need to get about 20 million on this. Which we could do, because I think the questions will be worth a lot of money. It's just whether I know the answers to them or not. I do like a World Cup, but I'm not sure I can dredge up that much about this one. I know won it, but I suspect that that won't be a question, or if it is, it won't be worth much. Anywho, let's find out. Final category, so hopefully you're doing well at home or wherever you're watching this video. Last 5 questions, let's go. Let's finish the team strong. I do know that one. I was hoping that would be worth a bit more when I saw it. Yeah, I think they, straight from the kickoff, they got into the box, and then Cruyff was, I think it was Cruyff, was fouled, and then they scored the penalty. So yeah, I remember that. It was quite famous, which is probably why the question wasn't worth that much. I can, but this won't be worth much, I wouldn't imagine. Although worth more than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be one of those £1 million questions. Really annoyed about that pixelated round. I was fearing it was going to be that, although I should have got Paul Gerrard. I went for Mark Poom, and then later on when it was Mark Poom, got it straight away because of the kit. So that was a bit bizarre by me. But hey ho. If I wasn't booked, I'd gamble here.
The correct answer was B.
None? Did they not? I thought Peru beat them. That would have been the last one I'd have gone for. I think, was that the one where Alex Ferguson was the manager? Was that 78? I know they beat, that was 74 was when they beat... I was going to say that was when they beat Holland when Archie Gemmill scored that famous goal, but I thought that was 78 as well. I wouldn't have got that one. Definitely wouldn't have got that one. Glad I didn't risk it now. So 2 questions to go. So the last question, I'm going to just go for it, because it doesn't matter if we get sent off or not. If I'd not been booked, I'd have gone for that sooner, but I would have got it wrong. Yeah, see, yeah, there was £20 million available here, but I just don't know the answers. Right, so as I've said, this is the last question now, so I'm going to go for it pretty much straight away. It doesn't matter if we get sent off; it won't affect the rating, and we can't miss a question, so might as well just go straight for it. I don't think it was, but I'm going to go for it. I should have gone. I was going to go Yugoslavia as well. I knew they played Zaire because obviously that was the famous. That was the famous incident where the Zaire guy ran out of the wall. I can't remember what he's called now, but he ran out of the wall and booted the ball away. Yeah, I was going to go for Yugoslavia, and then I saw Zaire, and that. Yeah, I wish Zaire had not been an option there, because if I'd got that one right, which I should have done, could have finished with a bit of a flourish there. We could have got, how much would it have been? About 6 million. We could have got Dean Windass. I mean, just imagine how much difference he would have made to the team. But that's a shame. That is a real shame. Right, so anyway, let's buy the strikers that we can afford, because we're going to skip past a load of ones that we can't, like Steve Marley, like Dion Dublin, like can't it a cow's bum with a wanjo? We can't afford him. Andy Kirk, Northern Ireland hero, can't afford him. But we can afford Chris Sutton. Now, as I said earlier, it seems a bit pointless. As I said earlier, the names don't matter. It's just about the money. So it seems a bit pointless buying anyone other than the most expensive player we can afford, which in this occasion is Gary Wales. Going back to what I was saying earlier, going to this game, Gary Wales is a better striker than Chris Sutton and Ida Johnson. But I'm tempted to buy Johnson actually, because it would reunite the Barcelona ex-Barcelona players. I think they were at Barcelona together, weren't they, Johnson and Henry? I'm really tempted to do that, actually. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go against everything I've just said and not buy Gary Wales and buy Ida Johnson. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, screw it. Ida Johnson. Why not? There we go. Let's do it. Let's get the two Barcelona players back together. So that is the team. So all that's left now is to get the rating. Now, the rating is out of 100%, so obviously... excuse me. So obviously... the nearer to 100, the better. So let's see what we get, shall we? So we click continue and we'll get told. Oh, there we go. Champions League contenders, 88%, so that's not too bad. I'd say that was pretty good.
Player 1.
And Kirsty will confirm that in a second by repeating what I've just said, Champions League contenders. So that was Sky Sports Football Quiz, and that was... Dream Team mode. So basically, you get money, you buy players, you end up with a team like that, and you're Champions League contenders. So that's all there is to say, really. So we'll leave the team on the screen for you all to marvel at while we end the video. So if you enjoyed this video, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment on the video, should you choose to that. Please do that, actually, because I'm interested to know if anybody played along and what players you would have bought, and how many questions you got right out of the 55. Let me know all that stuff. Let me know what you think of the team and what you think of the game. That'd be great. Also, while you're here on YouTube, if football quizzes aren't your thing, there's plenty of other games on the channel. If you go to the channel The Uncommentator, you'll find all sorts. Pokemon, something else, go watch Star Fox, Starwing, whatever we're going to call it. No one's watched that for some reason. South Park Rally, that seems to be popular. Plenty of games down there for you to waste your life away watching. But join me next time. We're going to be moving on to something else. Don't know what it's going to be. There's only one way to find out for you guys. But to get to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.